Welcome back to another episode of A Side of
Skyrim.
Today's episode is Skyrim, our
Third?
odyssey that is Skyrim.
Yes, our legacy that shall be Skyrim.
Exactly. And if you've been following us, you know that we had just, at least I have, I just got up to starting the Imperials versus Stormcloaks.
Yes, he had just gotten to Windhelm and talked to that fucking traitor Ulfric.
Whoa.
I said it.
Whoa. Skyrim is for true Nords, bro.
Yeah, but true Nords aren't power-hungry asshats.
Hey. Ulfric challenged the dude fair and square. He beat him.
Yeah, but the dude was a boy. They didn't tell you that, did ya? Did your High King Ulfric tell you he shouted a boy apart?
Why is a boy in charge of a fucking place? It should be an adult, normally.
Okay, so let's just murder all children in the holds.
The boy knew what he signed up for when he became whatever he was in charge of.
He knew what he was getting himself into.
Exactly.
Did he? Did he understand the true power of the voice? Of the Thuum? Or is Ulfric just a bully, using his power
so you don't go
take over? Because fuck the common people, I want to be rich.
Dude, you don't go to Skyrim and not expect to get shot at.
By dragons.
By dragons. Which have been dead for thousands of years.
Yeah. So you had just gotten to Windhelm. And you had started your initiation, but you didn't go and do it yet, did you?
No, I did not. I just kind of went around and went to the Hall of Dead, which I remember I went to the Hall of Dead in another hold, and there was actually some shit to do, like there was some Draugr or something.
Cool.
And but the Hall of Dead in Windhelm, it's boring. There's nothing down there. So that was the last thing I did.
Nobody dies in Windhelm.
Nobody dies in Windhelm.
All right, well, what I had done when we left off, I believe I had just entered Dead Men's Respite. Or no, I hadn't just entered. I remember I had gotten in there and I was sniping bandits.
Nice.
So I will continue with my tale in Dead Men's Respite.
Ooh.
Disclaimer, I have played this game up to the point that we both agreed on in about 4 or 5 different sessions. So there are certain areas that are a bit cloudy. I'm sure it's the same thing with you, Chris, on your tale, but we've got our notes, so we're just going to wing it. So join us on our journey into Skyrim. Are you ready, Chris?
Yeah, I am, man.
Did you buckle your seatbelt?
I did.
Are you truly ready?
Can you ever truly be ready for Skyrim?
Can you ever truly be ready for Skyrim? You know, that's a good question. I submit that it does not.
There you go.
All right, so I'm in Dead Men's Respite, and I recall it being a fairly straightforward, I think it's a burial ground. Basically, there's lots of Draugr everywhere. And when I say Draugr, I mean lots of. They're all over the place. So I'm killing them. They're nothing to me in my super retardedly strong bow. And also, there are a bunch of spiders. I keep coming across spiders, so I'm stocking up on that frostbite venom. But they're all also really easy. I'm talking crouch, boom, sniped. That's a kill cam one-shot. Boom, that's another kill cam one-shot. It's pretty easy, but it's fun, you know? Sometimes, I mean, for me, I prefer challenge in a game, but sometimes it's nice to be overpowered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just, it feels good to slaughter a lot of Draugr and spiders. Anyway, so as I'm going through there, there's like fire traps and ice traps, and I think unless it was a different one I was in, you know how sometimes in a dungeon you'll come across like a pedestal with a soul stone at the top, and if you get close to it, it'll like shoot magic at you and fuck you up.
Yeah.
I came across one of those, and of course I dodged it, grabbed the soul stone, sweet, add them to my bag. There's the swinging blade pendulum traps and all sorts of traps all over the place. and I made it through all of them without getting hit once. But Janessa, whatever, my night elf bitch, or I guess dark elf, it's not Warcraft, she gets hit by every single fucking trap. Every single one, because she's a fucking idiot. The ice trap, I walk around the ice, and it's just shooting her. And she almost dies, and I grab the thing. I'm like, really? Really, Janessa? We're supposed to be cunning thieves, lithe, agile. You gotta be quick on your feet. You gotta be light. And she's just fucking clodding around, running into all the traps like a goddamn retard. So, okay. But she didn't die. You know, I was able to keep her alive. Anyway, so I'm going around and, you know, finding treasure and lock-picking stuff, and I leveled up, so that was good. And I found this cock tease door. It was such a cock tease because, boom, expert door. All right, sweet. I lock-pick it, open it up. There's a master chest. Oh, fuck. So I spend, like, 35 lock-picks, and I fucking get the master's chest open, and it had complete crap in it. Complete crap. I think it had gold, like, one non-flawless gem, and then, like, a fucking Imperial bow or some shit like that. It was so bad. Because I had to open an expert door and then a master chest, and I got shit from it. So it's such a cock tease. Anyway, so I'm going through, I'm fighting ghosts, and I come to a dead end. I'm like, oh, shit, well, what am I supposed to do now? And there's a ghost sitting there, and there's a book, and I'm like, oh, it's a ghost! But, you know, it didn't do anything to me. And so I checked out the book called King Olaf's Verse, and when I read it, there was a lot of lines just like crossed out, but it was a poem about how King Olaf was actually a big douchebag and he killed his people or some shit like that. Anyway, the ghost vanishes, and I'm like, oh shit, so I start backtracking, and then the ghost is like leading me, and it comes to this door, and it like unlocks it for me. It was this sealed door that I couldn't go through earlier. Anyway, so I go into it, and it's got one of those dragon claw doors that you have to, you know, turn the things and open, usually to a Draugr burial site and a word of power. Yeah. Like, fuck yeah. And somehow I actually had the claw. I was like, oh, I guess I'm going to have to come back. But I had the claw. So I think it was the ruby dragon claw. But I had it. I don't remember how I got that, but so that was good. So I go in there, and there's just a room with all these seats on the sides, and then one big, like, seat in the center and some braziers. And there's just Draugr all over the place. And the ghost just runs in and just starts fighting the Draugr. So I just sit back, and I'm just picking them off, laughing, shooting them with arrows. And so we kill them off. And then King Olaf One Eye comes out, so we have to fight him. And he had a shit ton of health. So I'm just sitting here using, like, poison after poison after poison, you know, sneak attacking him while he's fighting the ghost. And he was a complete bitch. He didn't do anything to me. He didn't do anything to the ghost. But he took forever. So, you know, I get some treasure and all that. That was a nice little diversion. But I get a word of power. Right. Which was Whirlwind Sprint. So, fuck yes, I got the first step of Whirlwind Sprint, which makes my running around the world so much faster. Like, every time it's off cooldown, sprint, running, and then now I have like 300 stamina, so I can just get places so fucking fast. It's awesome. I've never had a stamina-based character. It's always lots of health or magic, so. Yeah. It's really useful, and I have a huge inventory. So, like, I could pick up anything I want and never run out of space. Anyway, so the loot was all pretty average, but I did get an ebony sword, so that was nice. So, to go with my one-handed, because I decided instead of dual-wielding and using a two-hander, I would just use the bow and sword shield. So I got the ebony sword, so that's pretty good. Anyway, so I leave out of there, and I'm like, all right, let's head to Morthal, because it's the next stop right up on my way to Solitude. And immediately when I walk out, a dragon fucking descends upon me. Because earlier I was like, oh, sweet, Whirlwind Sprint. Oh, fuck, I don't have a dragon soul. Well, as if blessing me by the fucking 9, the dragon comes out of the sky, and I just destroy it, shoot a shit ton of arrows into his face. And his face was so bloody. But, whatever, so I killed him, got my thing. I'm like, alright, on my journey to Morthal. I take 10 fucking steps, and surprise, out pops a fucking Spriggan, because apparently everything in this goddamn game is deadly. Everything. The trees will kill you. So the Spriggan attacks me, it's an easy pincushion, all that. I come across a mammoth corpse right down the road with a bear on it. So first of all, holy fuck, this bear took out a mammoth. Or that's what you're led to believe. So I decided I'm going to just pull out my one hand and heal myself so I can get some resto experience. And the bear just kills me before, my healing was just too weak. So I was like, damn it. So I run back down. I completely destroy the Spriggan again. I come across the bear, and I get revenge on that dirty fucking bear. I get fucking revenge. Because I was like, no, I'm going to use my bow this time. So sneak attack with a poison and orcish arrows. Boom. Almost a one-shot. Boom. Right in the face. That's what it's like to face me, you fucking asshole. Because you pissed me off. So, on my way to Morthal, I'm just killing shit tons of little bitch mud crabs in one shot. They're really weak. And I find this, big stone thing in the water. So, find Fort Snowhawk or whatever. So I'm like, fuck that. Skip it. And then I go and I find the Apprentice Stone, because every time I see one of those on the fucking minimap, I go for it, because I want to get, a possibly better blessing or whatever you would call it.
Right.
Well, the Apprentice Stone sucks, because it's 100% magic regen and 100% magic damage taken, and that's not very good for an archer, so I ignored it. But I've been, as I'm going through this, swamp, because Morthal's, in a swamp, I'm catching bugs, I'm picking plants off the ground. I'm catching the fish out of the water. I'm stocking up like crazy on my ingredients for alchemy. So I've decided I'm going to be an alchemist, and I've never done that before, so.
Right.
Oh, no, this is where I find the random, stone burial thing in the water, halfway in the water, and it's just got a bunch of mud crabs. It's not even on the map. It's just a random thing, and there's a completely shit chest in there. But there was a lockpicking book. I didn't write down what it was called, but there was a lockpicking skill-up book, so that was cool. And I find a huge pile of dead spiders. I think there were 3 frostbite spiders on top of each other. I didn't kill them. So I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Anyway, I make it to Morthal. I talk to Jorgen, not Von Strangle. And he's whiny. He's just a whiny bitch. So I was like, I don't care. So I went to the alchemist shop and I made a shit ton of poisons and potions because I had a lot of stuff gathered up. And I do that thing where I buy all of their ingredients, make a shit ton of potions, sell all the potions. I still have potions to sell, so then I raise my alchemy, and then I sell you potions, and, I make all the money off the bitch. And I leveled up again, so at this point I'm actually putting points in alchemy. So my poisons are getting pretty fucking good.
Very nice.
Yes. So I talked to Lami. I agree to bring her Song of the Alchemists, but I still haven't done that because I don't care. But I did make a moral choice, because I am a thief, but I decided I'm not going to steal from other alchemists. This is my trade. I'm an alchemist. I am going to respect the alchemists. So I didn't steal anything from her, which was a first for me.
Nice.
And then I finally head up towards Solitude, and right as I leave Morthal, I found a different pile of dead spiders. Not the same one. I assure you, it was not the same one, because I could loot them again. So I'm like, what the fuck is killing all these spiders? It's kind of creepy. Anyway, I come across this empty camp with, bloody skeletons and blood everywhere, and I'm like, so something's fucking people up out here. But I never came across it. I don't know if it was a Yeti or something, but I never came across it. But I did find a book. Hold on, I just lost my notes. Okay, yes, a book. It's a restoration skill up book called The Exodus, and I actually read it because I felt like it, and it was this really cool, fucked up necromancy story, which I won't go into detail, but go read the book in Skyrim. It's pretty cool. It's about necromancy, and it's a bit fucked up at the end, so. Anyway, so then I leave. Surprise! Fucking troll attack, because you can't go 2 feet in this game without getting attacked. So I come upon another little camp with the book Purloined Shadows, which gave me pickpocket skill up. And that's another one I would suggest going and reading, because it was this awesome story about this, great thief. There's the Master of Stealth, the Daedric Nocturnal, and about a distraction. And I don't want to give away any more because it was pretty fucking cool. So, go read that book. Let's see. Distraction. I discover Fulgunthar, and I find Danis Valen's journal, which he's just some mage who's like hundreds of years old, and he's seeking the Galdur legend. So I was like, maybe one day I'll go check that out. So, Chris, at some point, maybe we'll go do the Galdur legend.
Maybe we will.
I passed by the East Empire Company warehouse and Kotlas Farm, and then I finally arrive at the Gates of Solitude. This fucking long-ass journey. I finally get there. Solitude. Oh, yeah. So, I walk in, and this guy, Ragvir, whatever, he is going to get executed. So I'm just standing there, and everyone fucking hates him, apparently. His whole crime is that he let Ulfric go. He opened the gate for him after he killed High King Torrig. So, that fucking traitor.
In his defense, though, he does say that, that Ulfric challenged him. Like, by the rules of the Nords, he did everything right, so he had no reason to try to capture him. It's just that they're in a very imperial city.
They're in like, the imperial city, yes.
Yeah, exactly, of Skyrim. So they're like, no, you still fucked up, regardless. And it's so great, because when the hammer's about to come down, or the axe is about to... Which is, by the way, I wish I could get that weapon.
Yeah, the big axe.
Yeah, that's a fucking cool weapon. He's like, well, I'm going to go to Sovngarde anyway, so... No, he says, like, I'm going to Sovngarde this day, and then boom.
No more head.
No more head.
Yeah. Which, I find it kind of funny that the place is called Solitude, but it seems to be, like, the biggest place in Skyrim.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I think the smallest, if I had to guess, is probably Winterhold, because it got fucked up.
Yeah, because, like, half of it fell into the ocean.
Exactly. Or,
Falkreath is pretty small.
Yeah, Falkreath is pretty small. I don't know if you would count Riverwood. It's not really a hold.
Nah, it's not. It's part of Whiterun Hold.
Oh, okay. Then maybe Dawnstar, because that's kind of...
Morthal's also pretty small.
Yeah, they're all pretty small. I think Solitude is just... Solitude and Markarth are huge.
And Whiterun's also pretty big.
Whiterun's pretty huge. Those are like the big three.
Yeah. Oh, and Riften. Riften's also pretty big.
Riften's pretty fucking big.
I like Riften. I think that's a really cool town. I like it. But
yes.
Anyway, so yeah, he gets executed, everyone's against him, and then it just sort of ends. His head gets cut off, and then everyone just walks away. Like, that's it. So everyone just walks off. So I hit up the alchemy shop, and I don't steal from alchemists, but I talked to her, and I said, "Are you an alchemist?" And she's like, "No, I'm not an alchemist." Oh, okay. So I ransacked the place, or I tried to, and it failed because I got a trespassing charge. Like, the door wasn't locked when I walked in, and I went upstairs, and I'm stealing stuff, and they never saw me steal anything, but they just walk up and block the doorway, and they're like, "You're not supposed to be here. This is the last time I'm going to tell you. Guards!" I was like, what did I do? God. So then the guards run in, and it's a 5 gold fucking charge, but they take all of my stolen shit. It's like, fucking goddamn it, really? And then, I come back, because the lady I talked to, she was like, "What happened? Go talk to this dude. What happened to my daughter? She joined the Imperials." And since I had just gotten arrested, I happened to be literally right next to the guy, so I was like, "What happened to her daughter?" He's like, "Ha ha ha, bitch is dead." So good. And then I walked over and I was like, "Hey, your stupid daughter's dead." She's like, "Oh, that's sad, but we're friends now," for whatever reason. So now I don't even have to steal most of the stuff. I can just take it. So I just go in and I just take the rest of the stuff out of her place. And I decided to do some pickpocketing. So I put on my ring of pickpocketing. I have a point in the pickpocketing, the very first one that improved the chances. And I'm trying to pickpocket, and I'm failing like 70%, 80%. I'm like, what the fuck? Pickpocketing is fucking stupid. And what I would do is I would autosave, and then I would try, and if they catch me, I would just reload my save. And I just keep failing over and over. So I'm like, what the fuck? Turns out I had ataxia, which lowers your lock picking. So I cured that, and I was like, oh, okay. So then it's your lock picking and your pickpocket. So I'm like, sweet, I can pickpocket again. So, I take a ton of ingredients, I steal from them, I do shit tons of alchemy. I level up again. Boom. All right. I'm ready. I'm good. My inventory's cleared out. I got a fresh set of poisons and healing. Everything's good. I just leveled up. So I finally head to the Imperials. And I walk in, and Tullius, General Tullius, my leader, he's a little bit arrogant. I'm not going to lie. But he's not necessarily bad. He's like a good man. The Imperials seem like no-nonsense types. You know what I mean? So he's very militaristic and very straightforward. So, I'm talking to him, and I get my very first assignment. It's a test to see if I'm going to join. It's called Joining the Legion. And I'm supposed to go clear out Fort Hragstad of bandits by myself.
Yes.
And so that is my initiation, so to speak. So now you can go and talk about your initiation.
Yeah, because where I'm going to start off is I get my initiation, and this is the stuff I had to go through to become a Stormcloak.
Yes, the Stormcloaks. Dirty.
So I'm in the place, which I keep forgetting the name, in Windhelm. I'm in Windhelm, which, again, by the way, is super racist. They just hate everybody that's not a Nord.
They just don't like non-Nords.
But they seem to more specifically hate elves. And I think that has to do with the Thalmor.
Okay.
Thalmor.
With the embassy and the white gold.
Yeah, because I remember, like, if you go to Whiterun, there's this old guy that says, like, as soon as we did that thing with them, that's when Skyrim started to suck or whatever. And it's like, okay. By the way, also, there's a scene where there's this guy, and he's like, the problem with Skyrim? Everybody's so obsessed with death. And I'm like, people die constantly of, like, trolls and bears and now dragons. So, yeah. I could see why they would be.
Exactly.
But anyway, so I'm in Windhelm, and I go up, and Ulfric's talking to, I'm going to forget his name, aren't I? Shit.
Bearmantle? Is that his name?
I don't know his name. He does have a bear
fur on his
head. And he's the guy I actually talk to more. He's the one that's kind of like Ulfric's right-hand man. And
yeah,
there's just really...
For me, it's the same thing. There's this chick, Legate Rickon or whatever.
Yeah, she's actually...
I talk to her more than Tullius.
It's the cool thing about her is she's a Nord, and she talks to, the guy, and she's like, you need to understand this about Nords. Nords aren't always sensible. And it's I don't know. I think it's a cool idea having a Nord be a Imperial because it's
yeah.
So
because she's dedicated to Skyrim, not to the Nords.
Right, and she thinks that the Imperials, the Empire, can help Skyrim. That they need to be a part of the Empire.
Yeah. Plus, come on. Think about it. You have all the Imperials out in Skyrim, and you still have the rest of Cyrodiil.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the Empire is not going to just go away, probably.
It's a little bit of a losing battle.
Yeah, kind of.
But then again, if you can control the dragons. Like, what the fuck is the Empire going to do? Like, we want to take Skyrim. Well, they kind of have dragons.
We'll kill the dragons. You've done it before.
Well, the Dragonborn's done it before. What the fuck? Yeah. Oh, no, I know what you're saying. Yeah, okay, the way past they killed the dragons.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying. Yeah, I got you. So I go up, and he's like, well, we gotta, we have this normal way of doing it, but for you, we're gonna have you go and fucking chase down an ice wraith at this specific place and kill it and get, like, the teeth or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm like,
an ice
fuck,
wraith.
okay. Yep, I guess I'm gonna go kill an ice wraith, so... I'm heading on up there, and I come across, well, before I leave, I steal some armor from a place called the New Gnis or Gis Corner Club.
Huh.
It's just a general goods store, but I stole some armor because I was like, yeah, fuck it. I need to make sure my thieving skills don't get too
rusty.
To get too rusty with all this talk of war and shit.
I try not to steal too much in Solitude because, for one, I'm an Imperial. Well, I'm not an Imperial just yet, but I'm going to be an Imperial, and I have, a certain standard to lead myself by. But also, I'd rather not get like the guards after me in solitude.
Pretty much. But I like to look at it as I'm not stealing from the Stormcloaks. I'm stealing from
The common man.
the dirty elf. It's an elf that runs it. The dirty elf who runs it.
Oh wow, so you're a racist too?
A little bit.
Aren't you a Khajiit?
Yeah. So it's kind of a
So
weird.
you're racist to everybody but Nords. You're
I'm
an
a
Uncle
Lord.
Tom.
A little bit.
You're an what's your Khajiit's name?
Jin.
Jin. You're an Uncle Jin.
I'm an Uncle Jin, man.
Wow.
So I'm heading up there, and there's bunches of farms. I don't know if you know this, but if you're looking at Windhelm, on the right-hand side, if instead of going across the bridge and going straight, you go to the right, there's like a bunch of farms.
Yeah.
And there's, what is it, the Brandy Mug Farm, the La'alu Farm, and the Hollyfrost Farm.
Nice.
So there's a fuck ton of farms, and I got kind of pissed, so I sniped a goat, because fuck that goat.
Because fuck that goat specifically.
I don't know who that goat is. I hope it had a family, because fuck that goat.
Fuck Goat Simulator.
I also found a cordium ore.
Corundum.
Oh, I mined a cordium mine.
Corundum.
Yeah. Corundum?
I think.
Cordium? Anyway, I mined it because, it's
Yes,
always
you could.
because I could, and it's free money.
Yeah.
You mine it, and if you don't use it, which I wouldn't, because I think that's what you use for the dwarven armor.
No, you use Dwarven. I think you use it for like Orcish or something like that.
Or no, because Orcish is Orichalcum.
No, I know that, but I think it's Orichalcum and Corundum. The Dwarven, to make it, you have to like actually find Dwarven plates and cups and things like that, and then melt that into the Dwarven ingots. Or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I think. I mean, I might be completely wrong. I haven't done smithing in a while. Although I do some... I do some smithing in this session of us talking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, continue.
So I mined that, and so I actually did go into... I didn't do a whole lot in terms of, like, going into dungeons and everything. I basically only went to one or two.
Yeah, I didn't do that many either.
So I went into a place, I don't know if you've ever been here, but it's called the Yingal Barrow.
The Ingal Barrel, yeah. I've been in there, and it's got all the little ghosts that follow you.
Yeah, so that was a weird thing. I don't know if that's in any other dungeon, but there's just these little glowing balls. They don't do anything. They don't hurt you.
There's actually a book called Ingal or Yingal. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. I say Ingal. But it's called Ingal and the Sea Ghosts. Or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And it's about...
I know there are some quests to go in there, but I did not...
Yes. And I believe there's a Death Lord in there.
Nah, there's not a Death Lord. There's the Shade, which is the boss of that dungeon.
Oh, okay. That's
But the rest are just,
thinking of.
Yeah, the rest are just draugrs. But here's the thing. So I started using... I finally upped my skills to do 15 times damage with a dagger.
Yeah.
And so I've been practicing with that. Now, as you know, there are draugrs that will like they're almost in mummy style. They're up against the wall.
They're waiting for you to get close enough to wait.
Exactly. So my sneak is so high by this point that I can literally sneak up to one and then not backstab, sneak attack it and kill it in one shot. So I'm just doing this the whole time, just sneak attack, sneak attack, sneak attack. And there's one draugr that's actually walking around, so I have to be careful of him. But I sneak attack and killed him. Now,
pretty easy.
They're all right, but there is a really cool. There's a really cool puzzle in this game. In this, of course, there's a cool puzzle in the game, but in this dungeon. So you get to this thing, and there's a dead scholar, and there's a pillar puzzle.
Yeah, where you got to turn them.
And and then you read these notes, and it tells you in riddles to try to explain to you how it's supposed to go.
Okay.
And the riddle goes like this: Man in his throne, so should he be. Whale in the sea, so should he be. Eagle in sun's sky, so should he be. Snake in the weed, so should he be.
Cool.
Now, what that means is you see like a throne, So you have to correct the pillar below just so. Or actually, you know what? I didn't do that. You pick I cheated a little bit because I could not figure this one out. But what you do is you pick up the corpse and you put the corpse in the seat, in the throne.
Oh.
So that's how you get past that one. And then there's
Are you sure? Maybe if you just sit in the throne, that might work.
Well, you can sit in the throne if you want.
Oh.
But I just picked up a corpse and put him in there, just in case. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's this other wall where there's water trickling down it. You can make that be the whale.
Yeah, because in the
There's another one. There's another one where a light is beaming on a wall. That's where the eagle goes.
Yeah.
And then there's one with really tall grass, and that's where the snake goes.
Yeah. You couldn't figure out the man in the throne part?
I could not figure out the man in the throne part for a little while. That pissed me off. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? So I had to look it up. So I cheated a little bit on the...
So you just put the guy on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it works.
You also get pick stuff up. How do you do that?
How do you pick stuff up?
Yeah, and move them around.
You hold, I want to say square, and it you don't grab it, you don't see your hand or anything, but suddenly if you move your camera up,
yeah, I know the picking it up. I know what that's all about. I just don't remember how to do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So I go in there, and now this is the cool part. When I see the shade, when you enter the room with the shade, you go up and he's in a coffin. And you know those Draugr that will shoot up the coffin top and crawl out of it?
Yeah.
So it was weird. I was sneaking up to it, and yes, the coffin top popped up, but he still sat there. He just laid there.
Yeah.
So I actually was able to go all the way up to him and sneak attack him. He was, the boss, so that didn't one-shot him, but I was like, geez, my sneak is really high by this point, I guess, if I can just sneak up like that.
Yeah.
And so I did the typical thing, sneak attack with bows and arrows, shoot him, run away, shoot him, run away.
Yeah.
Took a little bit, but it actually took a lot, now that I think about it. It took a lot of arrows to take him down.
So you had a shit ton of health.
Yeah, a shit ton of health. But I killed him, and I got to break into an adept lock afterwards. It was a chest, and it had an adept thing, and I was able to get through it.
Nice.
And I also found Meridia's beacon.
Oh, nice. I found it in a completely different chest.
Yeah, because Meridian's beacon will actually, there's a bunch of different places it'll pop up. But
okay, it just kind of spawns randomly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I think it just spawns wherever the first of those dungeons you go into.
Yeah, that would make sense. There's 12 places it could be, and you just get it in whatever the first one is that you go to?
Exactly.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Which, I don't know if you talked about it when you found Meridia's beacon, but it is a Daedric artifact. Well, no, the beacon is not the Daedra artifact. It's what starts a quest to get a Daedra artifact.
Yeah, from Meridia.
Yeah. Which, should I say what it is, what the Daedra artifact is, or just wait till we get to it?
Just wait, because I don't know what it is. I've never done that.
Oh, okay. So I got Meridia's beacon, and she talked to me, and, she's like, you're going to be my champion, and you're going to fucking do shit. And I'm like, later. Later voice in my head.
Pretty much.
I found the Serpent Stone, and I used it. I forgot what the Serpent Stone does.
But you used it?
Yeah.
Better than the Thief Stone?
I forget what it does. I really do.
Look it up.
I am about to.
I have something to say, Chris. You said that when you steal stuff, you can just sell them?
Yeah.
You can't. They don't appear. I have a bunch of stolen goods in my inventory, and they don't appear in any of the shops. I can't sell them. And I looked it up. You have to fence them, like I thought.
What does that mean, fence them?
There are certain... Well, there's a guy in the Thieves Guild that counts as a fence, so you sell him stolen goods.
See, I don't have that problem. I just steal everything and then sell it. I don't know.
Are you sure you're actually selling them? You might have an inventory full of stolen stuff. And so what I did is I went and I actually at one point I bought my house in Whiterun. So I just, in the chest, I just dumped all my stolen stuff for later. Because we are going to do the Thieves Guild. I mean, we're thieves. How could not? So.
Did
you find this?
Oh, I guess. I did find the Serpent Stone, but I don't remember why I picked it. But apparently, what it does is it gives the Dragonborn the ability to use a ranged paralysis poison on opponents once every in-game day. The poison paralysis that target. The poison paralyzes the target for 5 seconds. It does 25 points of damage.
Okay.
So
it's
just not as good as. Yeah, it just makes you a little bit stronger.
Not as good as the one that I found and used, but we'll get to that later.
Oh, okay. All right, so let's see.
So you cleared the barrow.
I cleared the barrow.
And you killed your ice wraith.
I don't think I've gotten that far. I'm sure I had to. I don't think I've gotten to the ice wraith yet.
Oh, okay. You're on your way there. You killed a goat at a farm.
I killed a ghost at a farm.
Fuck that goat. What if...
Oh, the goat.
How do you know that goat wasn't like the farmer? The farmer got transformed into a goat, and you're supposed to help him out, and you just killed him. How do you know?
That's a good question.
I don't know, and I don't care.
Okay, no, I haven't killed the ice wraith yet. I was like looking at my notes, like, where the fuck did I kill that? Okay, no. Now I remember. So I'm still on my way to this fucking place up north to kill the ice wraith.
Yeah.
And I come across it's called the wreck of, it's a wreck.
Yeah.
You know, it's a boat, but it's the Pride of Telos. Telvos.
Talos?
Pride of Telos, I think.
Okay.
And it's just this crash ship, and there's a bunch of bandits. But here's the thing that fucked me. I apparently used so many arrows on that shade that I ran out of arrows fighting these bandits.
How do you keep running out of arrows? You're a terrible archer.
This is the first time I've run out of arrows in this game.
I thought you ran out of arrows earlier.
I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure this is the first time
Either way, dude, I have like 300 steel arrows, 250 iron arrows, 100-something dwarven arrows, 100-something orcish arrows, and like 150 ancient Nord arrows.
Do you buy arrows?
Not anymore.
Well, I don't ever buy
I did it first, but then I got too many.
I don't buy any arrows. I
also use poisons, so I use less arrows.
This is true. I do not. So, might be something for me to consider.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I had to switch to a sword and shield, and it took me a while. I think I was able to take out everybody with the bow and arrows that I had, but except for the bandit leader, who, of course, is using a two-wielding axe.
They're always a lot stronger.
Yeah, so it actually took me a while to get him down with a sword and shield. But I did, eventually.
Hooray.
And, Oh, I used a battle axe, actually.
Oh, you used an axe.
I thought I used a, Wait, what the fuck? That doesn't make sense.
What?
It says here, my next note is that it says I returned to Windhelm and took oath to become a Stormcloak.
You must have already killed it.
No, because in a later note, it says right here, tracked Spriggan to fight... Oh, no, I guess I did kill it. I guess I just didn't write it down because it was so underwhelming. So
it was really
what I remember... Yeah, I think that's what it was. I ran out of arrows because I went straight from the shade to the ice wraith, and then I got to the bandits.
Okay.
And by that point, I had run out of arrows. But yeah, there's just these steps. Yeah, because you know what? The Serpent Stone. That's where I fought the Ice Wraith, is at the Serpent Stone.
Wow.
There's like a
that must have been lame. You didn't even write it down.
It was... Because it was so easy, I just stayed at a distance and shot it, and it died. And I was like, well, okay, fuck it. Yeah, okay, so then is that a good place to stop? Because after that I go and I take my oath and I actually become a...
Well, take your oath. Tell us about it.
Tell you about the oath?
Yeah.
Ah, shit, I didn't even write it down because it was so long. I don't know if I can even find it, dude.
I have an entire page for my thing.
Okay, here's the oath. I do swear my blood and honor to the service of Ulfric Stormcloak, Jarl of Windhelm and true High King of Skyrim. As Talos is my witness, may this oath bind me to death and beyond, even to my lord as to my fellow brothers and sisters in arms, All hail the Stormcloaks, the true sons and daughters of Skyrim.
Cool.
Exactly. I did not know this, but there are actually ranks that you can get in the Stormcloaks.
Yeah, there's ranks in the Legion also.
Yeah, and you gain them. You start off as unblooded, and by the time you get to the Battle of Whiterun, which we both did, you go up and you become an Ice Veins, or Ice Veins is what you're called.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ice Veins. Ours is a little bit different.
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
So is this a good place to stop? I think for both of us, there's a quest you do before you join. There's a quest, then you join. You do one quest, which for both of us is the Jagged Crown.
Yeah.
And then it's
the battle. Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, the ranks for the Legion are Auxiliary, Quaestor, Praefect, Tribune, and Legate.
Ours is Unblooded, Ice Veins, Bonebreaker, Snowhammer, Stormblade, and Battle Maiden? Battle Maiden, the Dragonborn cannot achieve this rank. It's just another rank. But Stormblade is...
Yeah, for me, General is an unobtainable rank.
Yeah. I like mine better. They sound cooler.
So, that's pretty cool. Alright, so you have become a member of the fucking traitorous Stormcloaks.
Yup, and you're trying to join the power-hungry assholes that is the Imperials.
Power-hungry, and you work for Ulfric?
Yes, power-hungry.
You can just go and hang out with your fucking pig dogs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I went there.
You went there. Oh,
right.
blow.
Well, anyway, so I have my mission, my initiation, so to speak. For you, you have to go kill a fucking ice wraith. Ha! I have to actually do something useful. So I have to go to a keep that's filled with bandits and clear them out for the Empire.
Oh, whoop-de-doo, you have to kill some bandits. I have to trek an
I had to
icy
kill,
path,
like, 25 bandits.
an icy path with
an
nothing
icy
around.
path. Ooh.
I'm in the fucking north part of Skyrim.
I'm in the north, too. Look at Solitude
Dude,
on the map. I think it's actually higher up than Windhelm, bitch.
It is ice cold up there. It is nothing but snow.
That sucks, because Solitude's actually really beautiful with lots of flowers and trees.
No, not the place, not fucking Windhelm, but the place I have to go, dude.
Oh, the place I had to go? Oh, it was just a keep filled with fucking bandits all over the walls, walking around,
nice
inside the prison.
Did you get to rest afterwards? Could you have found a bed in that keep? I'm sure you could have. Where was I going to sleep? On the fucking ground in the cold? No.
Yeah. I thought you were a Stormcloak. Don't you like to sleep in the mud with the pigs?
Oof. Again, there's no mud up there. It is just snow. Just snow. And sorry we don't get your fucking feather beds, you piece of shit. If you can't handle the fucking Skyrim, then get out of it.
I choose not to, because I'm smart.
Ooh, smart. We'll see if you're smart enough to. I wonder if it'll work. There's like a quote where it's like smart enough to dodge a bullet or outthink a bullet. Can you outthink a blade? I don't think so.
Probably. You know how you outthink a blade? You think to step out of its range.
Yeah, we'll see how smart you are when your head is separated from your body for being so treacherous.
For being so treacherous. Yeah, all right, settle down. You can continue to pretend to play at war later.
Yeah, you and your shit.
Well, anyway, so I head out, and I see this thing on the map, and I can't reach it because there's just a sheer cliff wall in front of me. So I did that Skyrim thing where you just jump up the wall. So I'm just wall jumping up the rocks, and I get up there, and I find the doorways into Kilcreath Temple, but they're both locked. So I'm on like a ledge that you come out on, where there's treasure. So I need to find the entrance somewhere, but I didn't care enough about that. So there's a really lackluster expert chest, but whatever. Other than that, I'm like, fuck this, and I just, like, jumped down the cliff. I didn't jump all the way because I would have died, but I, like, jumped down from rock to rock because I can do that.
Nice.
So, I move on, I kill the troll because they're all... Dude, the area around Solitude is fucking troll country. Yeah. You got ice and ice wraiths. I got fucking trolls everywhere. But, anyway. So, I find this Redguard woman, and she's just being chased by these people, which I thought was weird. They were Alakir, so that they probably have to do with that. You know in Whiterun, there's the two Alakir guys looking for a Redguard woman?
Yeah.
It probably has to do with that, but... Anyway, so they run away. They didn't even fight me, but I save her from a troll, which, you know, trolls are fucking everywhere up there. And I steal her 1 gold because I just had to. She didn't have anything in her inventory, so I stole her 1 gold because that's just the kind of guy I am. Really representing the Imperials very well on that one. Anyway, so I find this overlook looking down on the Halfinger Stormcloak camp. And I'm sitting here like, wow, this Stormcloak camp is right next to fucking Solitude. That's pretty cheeky. So I walk down there and I immediately make myself known. I just walk into the camp. They don't attack me or anything. They're all very friendly, telling me if I want to be a true son of Skyrim to go to Windhelm. They offer me supplies. I don't have to buy anything. They give me stuff. Their beds are open. They're all very hospitable, but they're fucking Stormcloak filth. So I steal from them. And then I save it real quick, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try and kill them all just because. There's like 20 of them, right?
That's something an Imperial would do.
Yeah, because you guys are the enemy. That's war.
Yeah.
So there's like 20 of them.
Geneva Convention, bro. Geneva Convention.
There's like 20 of them. So I wait till night, and I poison my thing up, and boom, first guy down. Boom, second guy down. Boom, third guy down. 15 of them on my face. Holy shit, I can't kill them fast enough. There's way too many, so I'm hopping around. They can't hit me, but they all slaughter Janessa so fast, with all that Stormcloak racism. They just were like, elves? Let's fuck them up. So they destroyed her, and I was like, I don't want her to die, whatever. So I stopped. I was like, okay, you guys can kill me. So they killed me, it reloaded, and I was like, next time. So then I leave, because they're going to die, but not now. I've got a job to do. I can't get too big for my britches and go take out all the Stormcloaks on day 1. So I leave, and I decide to head north towards the mission, finally, and I go up this big mountain, and boom, I see another stone on the map, so I immediately divert towards that, and I find it. It's the Steed Stone. So I take it because it gives me plus 100 carrying capacity and no penalty from armor. So, boom. That's way better than Thief Stone. And better than your little bitch-ass... What was it? Serpent Stone? So now I can hold like 600-something weight. So, very useful. And I would suggest, if you can survive the harshness of the troll country, head up up by Solitude and go find that. If you're not too busy sleeping in the mud.
Fuck you, dude.
So then I approach...
Getting so prissy up there, you can't handle the real shit.
Okay, right. Real shit. All right.
Right.
So I approach Fort Hrogstad by stealth, and I'm sneaking around the back of the keep instead of just going right through the front. I'm sneaking around the back. And Janessa's like, fuck this shit, I don't need to sneak, and she just runs in. Like, she even said something along the lines of, like, I've had enough of this sneaking, or something. She pulls out her 2-handed weapon and just runs in. So nice. I'm like, God damn it, you are just something else, Janessa. So while she's in there, they all come running out, so I snipe 3 different bandits because they're all really weak. And then I get into a slow-motion archer battle. So I'm way over here. And then across the courtyard, up on the wall, there's another archer. And we're just shooting at each other, but I keep slowing time. So it's just this slow-motion archer battle.
Nice.
So that was pretty cool. Janessa gets knocked out. She doesn't die, but she gets knocked out. And I hit the guy with 2 arrows, and then he just runs away. So I'm like, okay, what a bitch. So I sneak upstairs, Janessa's down, and I just continue to sneak, and I walk right up and snipe a dude right in the back of the head. So that was pretty awesome. Makes it all worth it.
There you go.
I go up some more stairs, and there's just this guy way up on the top of the tower that sees me. And I didn't even know. I just turn around. I'm like, oh, look at that. There's just a head poking out. So I slow time. I hit him with 3 fucking headshots. Still doesn't kill him. And I'm just trying to hit him, and he keeps moving around. So I'm like, fuck this. So I just run up the stairs. I walk right up, and then just, bam, kill him. I mean, it took a bunch of poisoned arrows, but I just ran up and killed him. Got a kill cam, you know. The body goes flying, almost flies off the cliff, or off the tower. But it didn't. So then everybody on the outside of the compound is completely taken out. So I go around, I'm looting, I clear it completely, and then I head into the fort, and there's just a chick, like, standing in there cooking. So I go up, I pickpocket, and then I start to kill her, but more guys come running from the other room, and Janessa's just not quiet. She's just, like, not fucking quiet. And they swarm me, and I'm like, this is not how we need to do this. And then I get fucking hit with, like, a kill cam, so then I die. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I had, like, half of my health. This is bullshit. So then I immediately, when I reload, I'm like, Janessa, you're fucking gone. So I let her go. Then I kill them. A lot easier this time, whatever. Nothing too, crazy happens. But so the place is completely empty. So I'm like, all right, I check my thing. I still haven't cleared the place. Cool. So I loot everything, and I find a book, a archery skill book, which was really useful, called The Gold Ribbon of Merit. That was a pretty cool story about 2 elves that they're old friends. They're shooting the shit. One's an awesome archer. The other one teaches him. He's like teaching him how to shoot a bow and stuff like that. It's got a pretty cool little twist at the ending.
Okay.
So go read that one, The Gold Ribbon of Merit. So then I go outside, and I'm like, what other fucking places are there? I've cleared this, but they have a prison. Okay, so I go into the prison, and I get completely swarmed and insta-gibbed. So I was like, holy shit, I was not ready for that. Because, like, the moment I walked in, they just, like, knew I was there, and they just rushed. Right. So then I stealthed and walked in. I poison up my thing, I get ready. I take the first guy out completely easily, but the next guy's already running after me. So I just jump on a table, and I just pincushion him. So then I sneak downstairs, and I just get more stealth. I just keep getting, like, stealth ups. So, boom, I hit 50 stealth. That leveled up, so that's good. I go downstairs, and I pincushion the very last bandit. And it was funny, because I'm shooting him, and then he's just like, I yield! Show mercy! You know what I mean? He's like, I yield! So I was like, okay. I show him a little bit of mercy. And the moment he stands back up, he's like, you're gonna die! And then he runs over and tries to kill me. I'm like, really? So then I just, like, slow motion, shoot him, kill cam, face. Oh, no, it wasn't in the face. I shot him in the dick. Excuse me. It says right here, shoot in dick. So I shot him in the dick. He goes down. I'm like, all right, now the place is cleared out. So I get the rest of the stuff, and I decide to head on back. And this time, I'm going to stop somewhere. I'm going to, go check out a place. So, on my way back, I stop at the Wolf Skull Cave. So I'm in there, and I'm just really cautiously creep. And then what else is there? In there, I find some enemies, but who else is there? Bandits! More bandits, because bandits are fucking everywhere, right?
Yup.
I'm like, come on, I'd like to fight not bandits. So, I snipe the first one. There's this, like, secret ledge that I go up, and there's this dude just sitting eating. So, boom, snipe him in the back of the head. And there's just empty wine bottles all over the place, like, covering the floor. It's like, wow, these guys are fucking drunks. So I guess I'm doing the world some good by getting rid of bandits and alcoholics. So then there's this wooden door, and I'm like, why is there a wooden door in a cave? So I go in there, and there's this chick, completely destroy her. And then there's this other guy who just hits me with he hits me with an arrow and does like 75% of my health and just kills me in almost one shot. I took it a little bit of damage, but so I was like, holy shit. So then I reload, kill the 2 guys, kill the chick again, and then I'm like ready for this. And we have this like close range sniper battle where I keep like popping out and shooting him and then popping back into cover, and he would hit me with an arrow and almost one-shot me. Then I pop open my menu, drink a couple potions, and then fighting, and then I slip around the corner and hide, and then he comes walking in and is like, where the fuck is this guy? And he walks right past me, and I swear, he looks right at me and completely misses me. And then as he walks past, I just shoot him in the back and then one-shot him. Because sneak attacks plus poison is a lot of damage. So then I just fuck him up, and there's really, like, nothing too awesome in that place. Like, it was almost a waste of time. Like, seriously. There was almost no loot, which keeps happening. So I leave, and as I'm walking down the mountain, this random fucking Breton just charges me, flinging fireballs. I don't know. I didn't do anything. He just, like, shows up. You're going to pay for that. And just starts shooting fireballs at me. So they're very easy to dodge. And I'm just putting arrows into him. And he's got full dwarven armor, too. So I kill him, and I got a full set of dwarven gear, but I just got rid of my bitch, so I'm going to sell it. And he had, like, 5 skooma on him. So I was like, oh, okay, he was really fucking high. That's what's going on.
He's a bit of a druggie.
Oh, no, he didn't have it. I found, because it says right here, from Maik. I found Maik the liar. I don't know if you've ever found him.
Yeah.
Khajiit, I stole the skooma from him. Pickpocketed.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I finally get back to Solitude. And so I'm there, and I'm like, all right, I got an inventory of stuff. It's time to, do the I just lost my train of thought. Do the rounds. Do the rounds. So, I go to the general store, I go to the inn, I go to the place, I do my alchemy, but I head to the Winking Skeever, which is a great name for an inn. I meet peeps. Oh, I go around and I just talk to everybody. And, I find that guy. Have you ever come across a guy saying, you want to have a drinking contest?
Yeah.
And then when you drink against him, you, like, wake up in another dimension or something, and then it's Lord Sanguinar and you get his staff or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I found him, but I didn't do that. I was like, okay, I'm going to leave this for another time. Oh, excuse me, for another time. So I run around, I rent a room, go upstairs, sleep, and then I just start stealing from everything. And I pickpocket everyone. And I'm just failing 70 to 90% pickpockets. It's such bullshit, but for the most part, it's fine. Because I do my little autosave, steal, shit. But, like, I have, like, a 95% chance to steal, and I fucking fail it. It's like, what the hell? Pickpocketing is stupid. And then, so I finally steal from everybody, and nobody has anything particularly good, but I get a lot of rings. And, so then I go outside, and I start pickpocketing from the guards. Because, fuck them, I'm cheeky. I head to the herb shop. The chick, I go in there, and the daughter, like another daughter of the old lady that I told about her dead daughter.
Yeah.
She walks up, and she's like, said something about how she likes me, and then she just gives me free booze. So I'm like, sweet, I could probably marry her. So I get some free booze. So then I steal a bunch of shit, and I level up again. And then right here, can't sell stolen shit. Chris.
I tell you, I don't have a problem selling shit.
It doesn't show up for me.
Now, okay.
I have an inventory full of stolen stuff.
Now, are you stealing shit and trying to sell it in the same hold?
I didn't think so. Maybe I am. Maybe that's what I am doing.
Because I don't normally do that.
I stole a bunch of stuff from Whiterun that I'm pretty sure I couldn't sell in Solitude.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I'll have to check again, but anyway, so I got a bunch of stolen shit in my inventory. So then I'm finally done with all that stuff, and I go in, and I fucking join the Imperial Legion, and I start my quest. And the oath that I took was, upon my honor, I do swear undying loyalty to the Emperor, Titus Made II, and unwavering obedience to the officers of his great empire. May those above judge me, and those below take me, if I fail in my duty. Long live the Emperor! Long live the Empire!
Do you hear that? That's my ears burning from just the amount of bullshit and brown nosing from that little speech of yours.
Hey, it's not brown nosing because I do it willingly, and it's not just so they like me. They appreciate a good fucking soldier, and
They appreciate a good kiss ass. That's what they appreciate.
I am not a kiss ass because I would kill them if they crossed me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I would.
Well, then what does that make you? You're not loyal because you'll fuck them over given the chance.
Hey, I am loyal, but if they fuck me over, I'm not so loyal that I'll accept it. I'm a fucking think for myselfer.
You're just a killer. That's all you are.
Oh, really? And what are you?
I'm a thief that kills when I have to.
Oh, and I'm just a killer.
Yeah.
I'm not a thief that kills when I want to.
No, need to.
That's what I said.
Right.
Anyways, so then starts the quest where I need to go get the Jagged Crown, because our intel has revealed that those dirty Stormcloaks have found this artifact of Skyrim, and they're going to go take it to try and bolster Ulfric's... I don't know, they're going to try and use it so the people see, oh look, Ulfric's got this artifact of our people. Maybe we should follow him like a bunch of dumbasses. So we decided...
You waiting for a response, you piece of shit? That's a sign that he has a claim to the fucking throne, you piece of shit.
Yeah, but if that's all it takes, I can walk in and get the crown myself. Does that mean I have a fucking claim for the throne?
It's not an exact claim. It's just a more of a claim.
Your Nord traditions are outmoded and archaic. It's time to join the future.
Oh my gosh. Get out of here with your shit.
Oh, so anyway, to prepare for the journey, they send me to this blacksmith, and he gives me a full set of Imperial light gear. So I'm like, fuck this, I already have partially elven. So I just sell it, and I forge some stuff, I pickpocket, whatever. And then I decide, all right, I'm going to head down to Whiterun, prepare, do some stuff. But before I take the cart to Whiterun, you go. It's now your turn to talk about your search for the Jagged Crown, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. You shit. Alright, so it's my turn?
Yes.
Done with your Imperial bullshit? Going back to the real nitty-gritty of Skyrim now.
Oh, okay.
But how the true Skyrim is, not these foreigners coming in trying to conquer the world.
Hey,
you're
a Khajiit. You should have been in Nord. You're a foreigner too, you dumbass.
You don't know where I was born. I could have been born here. You don't fucking know.
A Skyrim-born Khajiit. That'd be a pretty cool
man.
fanfic, actually.
Wouldn't it? It'd be a pretty badass Khajiit, like myself. But anyway, where was I? I got so distracted by your bullshit. Oh, okay. I took my oath, like a true Nord would do.
Oh, okay.
Neither one of us are Nords. That's the great part of it.
I'm an elf.
But I found the Forsaken Cave.
The Forsaken Cave?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Hold on. Woo, missed a step. Yeah, so I was sent to go find the Jagged Crown, like you, but better. And on my way up there, I killed an ice wolf and met, what'd you say his name was? Mike the Liar? Mike the Liar. I didn't kill him, though, because I'm not a dick. But,
I didn't kill him, I stole from him.
Oh, no, you stole you stole his shuma.
His skooma.
Skooma, yeah, because, you want to be carrying around drugs in Skyrim.
You hear that?
I do.
That's me crinkling in a bag of food because that's how dull you are.
Ooh. Okay, and then I found the Forsaken Cave. Or I guess it's just called Forsaken Cave. Let's see. I killed 2 ice wolves, I killed 2 draugr, and I found an elven bow.
Nice.
Boom.
I made it.
I don't know what I was using before, but I think an elven bow is now my best bow currently.
Yeah. Who'd have thought a bow made by my people would be the best bow?
Well, yeah. Everybody has to have some kind of purpose. I killed lots of draugr, apparently. Like, fucking lots of draugr. But I stocked up on arrows, so I was okay.
Okay.
It was good.
Finally do something smart.
Anyway, went to the Forsaken Crypt, and let's see, I killed 2 Draugr facing each other, almost fell into a... Let's see, killed 2 Draugr facing each other, fell into... Oh, okay, so I went into a room, and it was very hard to try to figure out how to sneak in because the Draugrs were facing each other, so no matter which way I went in, they would see me.
Yeah.
And in that room was also a spike pit. So I actually had to angle myself just right to sneak attack one, and then I pulled a lever and killed the other with a spike pit.
Nice.
So that was fun.
It's good to see a... Well, you're not a Nord. It's good to see a Stormcloak use their brain for once.
It's that Khajiit knowledge going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking elves are only good for hanging out in woods, you damn savages.
Damn savage.
Get into a city, you piece of shit.
Hey, have you ever been to Vardenfell? The trees move.
What is this, Lord of the fucking Rings?
No.
Even the trees move.
This is Elder the fucking Scrolls. Even the trees move. Everybody walked in that movie. Even the fucking trees walked.
Nice. I was wondering if that reference was going to go right over or not. But...
Clerks 2.
Yep, Clerks 2.
Yes.
Oh, I got to kill cam 2 Draugrs, which is awesome.
I know.
Again, bows are probably the coolest kill cams.
They're so satisfying. You follow the arrow all the way into their skull.
Have you ever had it where you kill cam but you missed?
Yes. Yes, I have. I mean, no, I haven't because I never miss.
I watched a friend of ours, I guess a friend of mine, a sort of acquaintance of Justin's named Nick. He tried to kill cam a deer and it missed, and I'm like, so that kill cam's kind of a fucking cock tease because you're like, oh, this is gonna be awesome, and then you miss.
That actually reminds me, there was back on the PlayStation 2 years ago when I was much younger than I am now. My brother, because we would go to God, what was that place called? They don't exist anymore. Blockbuster? Is that what those were? Anyway, we would go in there and rent a game each, and he chose Cabela's Big Hunts or something. Big Game Hunter.
Okay.
And,
yeah.
I remember I was playing, and I had a rifle because I always choose snipers and rifles. I'm not the guy who wants to use a shotgun or an assault rifle or SMGs or anything like that. So I always go for the long range stuff. And I remember there's this I don't know if it's something that you pick because I don't remember much about the game, but you could see where whatever you were hunting is, but it just appeared as a little red line off in the distance. And I remember I just pulled up my gun and I just aimed towards that and just shot, and it went into a kill cam. And I shit you not, this bullet flew 500 fucking yards, and it was just going and going and barely missing trees, and it would almost skim the top of a hill, and it was just so perfect, and it caught a wolf in the fucking side of the head. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful, dude. It was
so
fucking satisfying. Yes. And every time that happens in this game, it brings a little tear to my eye, or it would if I was a pussy. But I'm not, because I'm an Imperial.
Yeah, but tomato.
So continue.
So I killed the Draugr, and I found a power word.
Oh.
I found marked for death.
Oh, nice, marked for death.
Which the problem I'm having in this game is I'm finding shit tons of words,
but not dragons.
But no dragons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my problem as well. Where are the fuck dragons?
In my other character, I have the opposite problem. I've killed 6 dragons, but I can't find any words. This is not one thing; it's another fucking thing.
Yeah, I always like the words of power. I want a character to literally go on the quest for the Thuum and just get every word of power.
There actually is real quick. There is a mod that someone made because I guess people really don't like the Wabbajack.
Really?
Yeah, and so instead, for this mod, when you beat that quest, instead of the Wabbajack, you get 3 words, 3 new thumes. And I don't remember what the first and second stage are, but the third stage, it's called Cheese. And essentially, when you use it, the Daedra will say, cheese for everyone! And then it will rain cheese, but when the cheese hits the ground, it explodes like comets.
Oh, wow.
So, or asteroids, I guess would be a better one, but yeah.
That sounds a little bit better than the Wabbajack.
A little bit.
Cake for everyone! You remember Fat Princess?
Yeah.
That game was awesome. I wish it was more popular.
Yes.
It's kind
I
of
wish I had
a little bit like a MOBA, in a way.
A little bit. So, I wrote down here, I killed a caramel, but I tried to look up what a caramel is, and nothing came up, so I don't know what that is.
A caramel?
Yeah, but I killed it.
Okay. I think you're making shit up.
Okay. Yeah, fuck.
I mean, Stormcloaks are a bunch of liars.
And you guys are nothing but a bunch of propagandists. You know, we have a word for people like you. It's called a fascist.
It's called fascist.
Maybe you've heard of it?
Oh.
There was another famous person, kind of like your emperor. He wanted to control a bunch of shit. He had a bit of a weight
what
trap.
What was his name?
Hitler? Hitler? He had a bit of a Nazi problem?
No, I'd say our emperor is more like Darth Vader.
Or is it Emperor Palpatine? Because if he was Darth Vader, there'd have to be somebody even higher up than him. Palpatine.
Yeah, me.
Oh, you're Palpatine. You're just not up to that point yet.
I'm orchestrating everything.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
You'll see.
I'll see. So
don't worry.
Found
baby bird.
I'll feed you, baby bird. Have you heard of a place called Nightgate Inn?
I don't believe I have.
It's a little inn up there by... Shit, where's it at? It's between... I think that's Solitude. No, it's a little town. It's kind of in between Windhelm and... is that Winterhold? I don't actually know what that one is. But anyway, it's just a little inn. I stopped by there. I didn't do anything. I just I found it. Bye.
Oh, I found it. Bye.
Bye.
Should have at least spent the night.
Okay. No, fuck that. I'm on a mission, man. Stormcloaks don't fucking sleep like the Imperials douchebags.
Okay, well that just means that you'll be more tired when we fight. You're gonna be sloppy.
We don't need to sleep.
Make a mistake.
We don't need to sleep. If we do die in battle, at least we go to Sovngarde. Where do you go to? The ground? Have fun with that.
No, we don't die in battle.
You die of old age in your fucking bed like a vagina.
Hey, that's sexist. Vaginas are awesome.
They are. It should be more testicles than vaginas.
That's also sexist.
Anyway, I'm a Khajiit. What do I care? I don't even know if I physically
I don't even rightly know if I have any.
I've never really looked down in my entire life. I just assumed.
I've got all the bits and pieces.
Exactly. So, now, this is some cunning-ass shit that I pulled here, this next thing that I did. So, I actually got snuck upon by a Spriggan, which, granted, I should have been aware of that Spriggan, but it really snuck up on me. So, I ran away. I tried to, but Spriggans they do not fucking give up. They're like cancer. They just keep coming at you.
Just keep coming.
And so I was running, and I took a huge gamble here. But I actually ran into an ice wraith for whatever reason. We weren't even in, a snowy part. We were in, the woods.
Oh.
So I'm like, what the fuck is this ice wraith doing here in the woods?
I don't know.
In the woods?
In the wood is. In the wood is in. In the woods in.
In the wood. And so I ran up to it, and I was like, fuck. So I ran back the other way, and I was like, wait, maybe I can get them to fight each other. And they did. And I kind of wondered, who is stronger, a Spriggan or an ice wraith?
Oh, so now you're a scientist.
Out, well, one of us has to be.
I don't need science. I already know all the answers.
Oh, do you? You've gotten that book, the
Dogma Infinium.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Oh. So you're messing with shit you shouldn't because it'll make you mad.
I got it in another life. I'm a multi-dimensional being, of course.
Gotcha. You carry your, consciousness. It's like reincarnation and shit.
Yeah.
But in each one, you become more and more of a, kiss ass because you keep going for the Imperials, you pieces of shit. Maybe that's why you keep getting reincarnated, because you keep joining the Imperials. You'll never get to Sovngarde.
This is actually the first time.
Oh, is
Yes.
it? Oh. Convenient, that.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, the Spriggan won, and I was like, okay, Spriggan's hurt, now I gotta take it out. But who comes scurrying along but an ice spider? And so they fight.
What? I thought he was nice.
See what you did there. Nah, but they fought. The spider won because the Spriggan had been hurt.
Yes.
And I one-shotted the spider because he wasn't... See, the Spriggan and the Ice Wraith knew I was there, but the spider didn't.
Oh.
So I was able to sneak attack the spider and win.
Okay. Okay.
And,
Stormcloak courage at work.
Hey. Harder, not... It's better to work smarter, not harder.
Yes. Did you get that from an Imperial?
No, I got it from your mom, as I was doing her last night. Fuck you.
As I was doing
My mom is dead.
My mom was dead.
Exactly.
I guess that's why she didn't move around much. Oh, that's awesome.
That's pretty bad.
That's
but
a reference.
From an
Do you know
Imperial,
what to?
Some Imperial propaganda shit?
No, it's from Basketball.
Probably. Now we can both agree that's a good
It is a good movie. All right. So continue with your little tale, or whatever you want to call it.
My epic journey of awesomeness? Yeah, let's continue that. So I went to a place after that. I found where the Spriggan had come from, which is the Shrouded Grove Cave.
Oh, Shrouded Grove. I actually stopped there also.
And this playthrough?
Yeah, right next to Corvinyon, right?
Yeah. Nice. So there's a chest there, as you know, and got some shit. I don't remember anything spectacular about it. It was probably just old. And then I found a place called Corvinjund. And I killed some Imperials because, they had it coming.
Hold on, that's for your actual quest. Were the Imperials occupying the place?
Yeah.
Okay, in my playthrough, all the Stormcloaks were occupying it.
Yeah, I think what happens is, depending on who you pick, the other group gets there first.
Yeah, would make sense.
Thus gives you someone to kill.
Yeah, I figured the Stormcloaks would be there, and then the Imperials would attack. And then you would have to defend the place.
Well, you know what I did? I just let them kill. Like, I walked up and I only took out the archers, and I let the rest of the Stormcloaks do most of the heavy lifting, because fuck it. Fuck it.
Fuck it, grab a bucket, my stomach is gonna upchuck.
I imagine, as an Imperial, you would upchuck, just from the sheer shame of it.
The guilt. The pure guilt of knowing that I couldn't kill enough Stormcloaks each day.
Oh. Alright, so, found a word of power. Did you find your word of power in there?
Yeah.
Was it slow time?
Yes.
Sweet. And so... Sweet.
Back.
So, now remind me, when you ended yours, did you give the crown up?
No, I took the crown to Tullius.
Oh, and that's where you ended? You were on your way up there?
No. I got there and I gave him the crown.
Okay, that's what I asked the first time. You gave up the crown.
Well, yeah, I gave him the crown, yes.
Okay. So I went to Ulfric, and, wait,
whoa.
Gave the crown to... Yeah, okay, I gave the crown to Ulfric, because that's who it belongs to. And, I guess I'll end there. I gave it to him, and, he gave me something in return.
Oh! Was it his dick?
No, but it's probably bigger than yours. And your fucking emperor's.
Anyway. Into the Jagged Crown quest. Into your Corvinjund, or Corvinjund. Because I don't like to fast travel. That's why I take carts everywhere. because I want to feel more like I'm actually going places instead of just fast traveling all over the map.
Yeah, because fast traveling, it's almost like, so I go into these coma-like states where I will knock myself out and just wake up somewhere else.
Yeah. It's like, so I was in Whiterun, so then I was in Solitude. So I take a cart down to Whiterun, and, I go around, I do the rounds, so I steal from people, make potions, enchant, smith, buy a house, and I level up. So to go into a little bit more detail, I have about 7,000 gold at this point, so I was like, cool. I mean, I probably could have more, but I spend a lot of it buying ingredients, and I don't take everything I see. But so I go and I finally buy a house for 5,000, and then I spend the rest of my money getting iron ore or iron bars and leather strips. And if you go up to the Sky Forge, you can just continually forge iron daggers over and over. And it's actually a trick to get a lot of smithing experience. So I got 15 levels of smithing.
Damn.
Yeah. Yes. And then I decided it was now time, because I got a point and I put it in. I could make elven gear, so I made myself elven armor and an elven bow. I didn't find mine. I made mine. That's called being resourceful. It's what they teach you in the Imperials. How to, do things for yourself.
Now, is that before the dick-sucking lesson and after the kiss-assing lesson?
No, it's actually before the ass-kissing lesson.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Clarifying.
So then, I do all my stuff there. I'm completely broke again because I just spent a shit ton of money. But I got a bunch of levels. I got more potions or poisons. I actually made a poison that's a 50% slow for like 8 seconds or something, and like 40 damage of poison damage. So it's like, sweet. This one poison is stronger than Chris's attack.
Sucking my dick.
So I take a cart back up to Solitude after dropping all of my stolen shit off at my house and sleeping so I can get that rested experience bonus. And then mistakes were made because turns out my objective is right by Whiterun, so I shouldn't have taken the cart back. So I go back to Whiterun and then just head north because it's like right up there. And I come across a giant, which I haven't fought since the beginning. And remember all of that trouble I had with giants at the start?
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't that much trouble at all. I destroyed him in 3 arrows.
Damn.
So, fucked him up. So now I've seen, I'm a badass. So then I get over to Corvinjund, and before starting it, I also stop in at the Shrouded Grove. And there's a Spriggan outside, and I completely wreck him really easily. He didn't do shit to me. I enter the cave, and the first time I went in there, there was a bear in there, and he was just attacking something, and I was like, what? And then I walk in, and a Spriggan matron attacks me from behind, and I turn around, and I was like, oh shit, and then she hits me, and then the bear hits me, and then I die. It's like, holy crap, I didn't know that was there. So then this time I go in, I sneak attack kill the wolf, because there was a wolf, I guess. Sneak attack, or no, I didn't even sneak attack kill the bear. I used command animal, because that's my racial as a wood elf. And then the bear started attacking the matron and just kind of tanked for me. And then I killed the matron, and then I killed the bear. And I found nothing really good as far as, because there's a chest, but the loot was pretty bad. But I did find another skill book. This one called Ice and Chitin, or Chitin, or however it's pronounced. And I missed whatever it was a skill up of, which I want to say it was like armor or something. But I didn't end up reading it because I just didn't care. But I found it, and I am taking the books, by the way. I'm taking these books when I find them.
Yeah.
So then I go outside and I head over to the soldiers for the mission. And, Legate Rickon is there, and she's like, we're going to fucking kill these bitches. Are you guys ready? Auxiliary, are you ready? Because that's me. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm ready. So then we run in, and we just descend upon the Stormcloaks. And I go over the top, up on the, cliffs, and I just take out the snipers. And then I go and I look down to shoot and kill some guys from above, and they've all already been slaughtered. So it's not that I let them do it for me. They were just all so good at fighting that the Stormcloaks posed no challenge.
Again, they have to have some purpose in life.
Yes, killing Stormcloaks. The soldiers fuck each other up. I skillfully open a master gate. It took me 10 lockpicks. I got it pretty quick. And there was no treasure. Like, there was, but I didn't consider it a treasure. It was so lame.
Yeah.
So another big fucking cock tease.
Ah.
So I enter the Corvinund Temple, and I find another skill book, Light Armor, Lord Jornabrit's Last Dance. Which, by the way, these things are fucking everywhere, apparently. These skill books.
Yeah.
And we're just going through slaughtering all the Stormcloaks. Like, I don't even have a chance to get any kills, really, because everybody dies so fast. But, I do get a couple of kills. And what I've been doing is collecting the Stormcloak helms off of all the bodies. Just claiming my kills and all that. We've killed these guys. I'm going to take all of their helmets. Just, one final way to, like, insult them, besides killing them, of course, but before they make it to Sovngarde, if that's where they're going. I don't know, Nord nonsense.
Okay.
But so we're going through, and we get to a point where Rickon or Ricka or whatever her name is, my legate, my CO. She's like, this looks like it could be an easy ambush. We're gonna sit back here, try to find a different way into that room, and see if you can't help us out. So I go upstairs and I find this pathway, and I shoot an arrow and I drop a lamp onto a bunch of Stormcloaks and burn them all. And then I snipe another guy, and then they all run in and wipe the rest of them out. So then I collect all the helmets, and at some point around here I gotta level up, but I'm not positive when. When you're actually doing stuff, you kind of miss when you level up.
Yeah.
But at some point I leveled up. So then we go deeper into the Corvinund halls, and there's just a bunch of Draugr and Stormcloak bodies, because I guess they had a battle down here, and your Stormcloaks can't even kill a few Draugrs. So I go in and I'm continuing to just collect helmets, because fuck the Stormcloaks. And I find this trap that's got these, the blade pendulums, and they're going really fast. So what I do is I whirlwind sprint, shoom, right past them all, don't get hit, turn them off, and in there I find, just some shit or whatever. But I leave, I go out, and I find an ebony claw on the ground, and then I open the big dragon claw door, and there's a lot of loot just all over the place. I'm going into burial urns, I'm going into the big pots, and there's like chests, and there's just fucking gems, and this place is rich. Like, I got so much money out of there. And I find this like hidden hallway where I like took a dagger and it like depressed a switch, and that opened a wall, and then I went into the wall and there was another wall, and I opened that, and there was a chest and a bunch of spiked, like, not spikes, but the holes in the ground where spikes come out, all underneath me. And I was like, oh, this is probably booby trapped. And I see there's like a little like rope on the chest. Disarm the trap. Fuck yes. Open it. And trying to remember what I got in there. But oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I got an awesome chest. Finally, some loot that's fucking worth it. It gives me a new helm that gives me 20% archery bow damage.
Damn.
There's a shit ton of gems. There's a shit ton of cash. All this great stuff. Soul gems. I opened it. I get all this great stuff. I put on this new helmet. So now my bow is going to fucking kill everything. So then I get in. They're all waiting because we have to open a gate. And they need to find out where to open it because they're just like, auxiliary, you're on this. So I open the gate, and we get attacked by Draugrs, and I one-shot 3 of them, but there's just too many, and they kill one of our guys. They swarm him. So it's like, you fucking Draugr. So then I kill the rest of the Draugrs, and I take his helm for honor. Keep that shit. Which I then later sold because I just didn't care. But at the time, it was a good little, I'll take your helm too, brother. So we finally go further into this, because this is a 3-tiered dungeon, Corvinund Crypt, where we face a Restless Draugr, a Draugr White, and a Draugr Deathlord all at once, and I super pincushion them. So they're sitting there fighting my guys, and I put like 18 arrows into each of them until they're all dead. Like, I'm pretty sure the Deathlord's face just had arrows sticking out of it in all directions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. And I get the crown. I get some loot, nothing too spectacular, but I do get the slow time word of power. So that's all good. We're good. I run back to Whiterun, and along the way I come across some bandits. So, I kill them. I kill them. I find a pickpocket skill book called Avar Stoneslinger, which I did not read. And then while I'm sitting here looting stuff, 3 more bandits back up, just fucking run up to me, and I just take them all out with arrows. It's pretty easy. So I own all of them, and I take all their shit. Fuck their mothers. They even had a horse, and I chased it away with my bow. I didn't kill it, but I did shoot it, and it just ran away.
Nice.
So then I go up to the Khajiit, and I sell all my shit.
So you're an animal abuser now, as well as an asshole.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm just making sure. I understand how the Imperials do. They just fuck horses.
Oh, no, that's not the Imperials. That's me. So I sell it to Khajiit, and I take a cart back up to Solitude, where I report to General Tullius. And he's like, oh, shit. That's awesome. I guess this was a true thing. Those Nords weren't fucking around, but you're pretty badass. And he fucking gives me a new mission to take a message to Whiterun.
Oh, is that it? Just a message?
Well, yeah, I have to go to Whiterun to let them know that Stormcloaks are going to attack.
Ah.
Yeah. So, you're up, buddy. Why don't you talk about how the Stormcloaks are going to attack Whiterun?
Yeah, let me wake up from that nap, because that just knocked me out a little bit.
But you were still talking. You were sleep talking, right?
I was sleep talking. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I give the crown to Ulfric, and Ulfric says, "Okay, I'm going to give you this axe, and you need to give this axe to the Jarl of Whiterun."
Yeah.
And if you were a true Nord, you would know that what this means is that if you accept the axe, then you accept us. If you give the axe back, that you are denying us, that you are... It's kind of like washing your hands of us. You're like, no, we're not with you.
Yeah. If you accept the axe, we're boyfriend and girlfriend. If you send it back, I guess I'm going to be spiteful. Is that what you're saying?
I guess if that helps you to understand it better, sure. Sure. Let's go with that. So I go down there, I give them the axe, and they're really thinking about it. Like, the Jarl is talking to, I can't remember his... Well, who's the fucking, the guy that you talk to with the, he's bald and,
Aventus?
Aventus. Aventus is like, dude, it's the
They're gonna attack
Stormcloaks.
us, we should do this.
We should do this, and he's like, you know what, here's your axe back. I'm sorry, I gotta pussy out and, go with the Imperials. I've lost all my Nord pride. I'm sorry.
Pride will get you killed. I'm pretty sure he did what's best for the people of Whiterun.
Clearly not, because later on he'll get fucked. But all right.
We'll get to that point.
When we get to that point. So let's see here. Oh, whoops, I missed a point. No. Okay, before I left, I broke into Clava the Feeble's house.
Oh.
And I pickpocketed for 2 gold.
So you stole a woman who was literally named the Feeble. You stole her 2 gold.
Yeah. Yes. Because if you're going to deny us, as a thief, I gotta get good. I don't care what age you are. You could be 90 years old, but you could have been an asshole for for all 90 of those years. Even as a baby, you're an asshole. You know?
Fuck yes.
You just pop out, flipping people off. Hey, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Or as a baby, would probably say, wah, wah, wah.
Wah, fuck you, wah.
Wah, fuck you. And so I waited for the blacksmith because I had some blacksmithing to do, you know. An honorable trade to have.
I know. I forged my own armor and weapons.
Yeah, but see, when you make yours, the metal is shameful because what you're using it for. I spit on your metal.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you know this, but that is how Khajiits laugh.
That sounds like the Count.
I don't know what that is, man.
You don't know what the Count is from Sesame Street?
I know, but that doesn't exist. You broke character, fool. You broke character.
Oh, I wasn't in character.
Oh. We got to talk about that later.
But talk about that later. You said that.
So I returned to Windhelm, and I gave him the axe back, and he's like, "Well, he made his choice. We're gonna head down there. So meet us right outside Whiterun, and we're gonna take care of this." So I did. You know, I went into a coma, woke up, I was there, magic,
Yeah.
and there. I don't know if this was the same for you, but there was fiery balls of death flying in the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. And killed lots of Imperials and guards. Because when you go up there, you kill the guards. The guards of Whiterun and the Imperials are working together to hold you off, which was dumb because they killed everybody. Like, everybody. And so I went in there, and I broke into the... Like, do you remember when you first walk into Whiterun on your left-hand side, there's some barracks?
Yeah.
Went in there, stole some shit, killed all the Stormcloaks in there, but there was one that was apparently important because they
killed all the
kill
Stormcloaks in there?
Oh, I'm sorry, killed all the guards.
To defect to my cause?
I'd probably off myself before I did that, but no, I killed all the guards in there except for one because he is important, I guess. And oh, his name is Commander Koyus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I broke into the second guard barracks and got a bounty somehow. But here's the thing. I didn't get a bounty in Whiterun. I got a bounty in East something. I was like, where the fuck is that at?
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, so.
Okay.
And I forgot that the way to get further into Whiterun is to destroy those what would you call them, like, spikes?
The barricades?
The barricades, yeah. You have to destroy those. I didn't realize that. I thought those were indestructible at first. So I kept trying to find ways to get around them, but there really isn't. You have to destroy them. So I destroyed a couple, and I went to the dungeon because I'd never been in there before, and I thought, well, war is breaking out. Might as well take this opportunity. There is nothing in there. Like I said, the Hall of Dead had nothing, but at least that had a guy in there to talk to. This had nothing.
Yeah, there's usually people in there.
Usually.
But not during a war.
Not during war. So we get all the way up there. I don't kill, but I defeat the Jarl, and I defeat his steward? Is that what she's called? The Night Elf?
The Housecarl?
The Housecarl. I defeated both of them. And
the Dark Elf?
The Dark Elf. Okay, I gotta say...
What is her name? Like Irileth or something?
Irileth, yeah. This is actually really funny. So the guy, the bear guy, got hurt pretty bad during the fight. So during the speaking, the entire time he's on his knee, like trying to get back up, but he can't. So I thought that was really funny.
Jarl, Balgroof, on the order of Ulfric Stormcloak, you are to surrender to me now.
Now, is he dying or is he fucking the Jarl? I don't...
That's up to you, buddy.
That's up to me personally. I get to decide what he's doing.
Yeah.
To the Jarl. And so the Jarl gave up, and we said, hey, you got to get the fuck out of here. Which I actually found this out. I didn't know this, but for the Stormcloaks, I'm sure it's different for the... it might be different for the Imperials, but for the Stormcloaks, all the Jarls that get replaced, them and their housecarls end up in the Blue Palace dungeon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So that's where he actually went. Because he lost his Nord.
Wait, the Blue Palace isn't that in Solitude?
Yeah.
Why does he end up in the Solitude dungeon?
Because once you win, like once your thing wins, once the Stormcloaks win, which they will, because come on, look at us, they will all end up in the Blue Palace dungeon.
I know, but right now, why is he in there? You guys don't control Solitude.
I don't think he's there. I think he's... I don't actually know where he is because...
But by the time you take over the crown...
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm glad that you accept that. We will win. Thank you.
Well, no, not in my timeline.
Your timeline is bunk.
Okay.
And,
it's just, it's like your timeline, just more exciting.
Yeah, man. I'm a fucking Khajiit Nord. Are you kidding me?
I am a giant, scary motherfucker who just so happens to be a boss.
You're a wood elf. Wood elf, mind you.
Bosmer, please.
Who has a fucking god complex. Even though, as far as elves go, you're probably on the lower end.
It's a god complex? Well, so far, I can slay pretty much everything that comes my way. I've killed dragons, bitch.
This is not the, so have I, motherfucker. I'm a fucking Nord Khajiit. Do I need to say more?
Please don't.
It's not the worst, it's the worst day of your life so far.
So far.
Yeah. So that is okay, and that's it.
That's
for me.
The end of your notes?
Yeah.
So your tale for today is complete.
Yes.
So we get to go out on a high note then. With me. Okay.
No, we get to go out. So I'm glad you guys got excited, and this was all rising action. Now you get the sad ending. Where,
after all that build-up, you now get the payoff right now.
Right, and by payoff, it means you get lulled to sleep.
So what I do from this point, before the war begins, before the fight begins, I do all my selling, alchemy, and enchanting, and boom, I'm not poor anymore. Woo! So I'm back up to like 3,000 gold. So, which is still pretty poor considering, but it's not 260 gold. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
So I take a cart back down to Whiterun, and I have a message for Balgroup, so I go up to him, and he's just being a dick, because that's just who he is. And I give him the message, and it's about how Ulfric is gonna, come attack, and he's like, oh shit. So we have this pretty cool scene where he's discussing, it's like yours, where they're discussing, only he's discussing with, what's-his-face, and the chick, and they're like, well, if this happens, he could come here and attack us, but then if this happens, whatever. So they're going through their whole shtick, and he's like, you know what? It's time to stand against the Stormcloaks, those fucking bullies. So you take this axe to Ulfric. Right? Okay. So he gives me an axe, just like you. So I'm like, holy shit. Oh, by the way, they say a little bit about the white gold concordat. Apparently, because one of them was like, well, you fucking submitted to the white gold concordat. What about the Stormcloaks? And he's like, yeah, but I didn't really have a choice. It's like, yeah, but also those chests full of money were pretty good at changing your opinion, weren't you? So, fucking Jarl Balgroup. And he called the Imperials milk drinkers. I should have let him die. But
I should have let him die.
We are smart enough to realize that pride gets you killed. So, we'll help him. So I take a cart up to Windhelm, and I realize at this point I'm kind of like fucking Hermes because I have to keep taking messages to everybody.
Yep.
And I'm also kind of like Hermes because I keep running around and whirlwind sprinting places. So I'm like running constantly and using magic to get around. So that was pretty cool. So I get up into the city, and yeah, you're right. Your fucking capital city of Windhelm is full of a bunch of racists. And I'm an elf.
It really
They don't like me.
Yeah.
So I get up there and I talk to Ulfric, and he's pretty cool. He's got a cool voice, but he's also really fucking arrogant. And so I give him the axe, and he's like, "Oh, you're a pretty big man coming bringing this axe here." He's like, "You take that shit back," or something. And I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "Yeah, you go tell Balgroup that he better be fucking ready, because we're gonna fucking attack him." So I get to go all the way back. So I go back to Balgroup to warn him. And we sit in the war room, and we have this discussion, and it's like this calm before the storm, where we're talking about how the Stormcloaks are coming in, and they've got fucking catapults. Well, where the fuck did Ulfric get catapults? And Balgroup calls us milk drinkers, and we're like, dude, do you want our help or not? And he's like, I'll not be a fucking dick. So we decide to help him, and I talk to my new CO, Legate Scipius, and it's funny, because I walk up to him, and he's like, wait, I know you. I'm like, you're making a mistake. No, I'm not. You're a criminal. And I'm like, what? It's like, hey, I'm the Jarl of this hold. And he's like, all right, you can get off. I was like, what did I even do in this hold? Why do I have a bounty? So then I talk to him again, and he's like, all right, get out to the front lines. The battle's going to fucking start. So I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So I go down to the front, and there's all these barricades, and there's there's Whiterun guards and Imperial soldiers all over, and I'm up on the wall with my bow, and all of the Stormcloak menace just start rushing the gates, and there are fireballs flying into the city, and shit's on fire, and I'm like, look at this. Look at what you fucking warmongers are bringing upon the good people of Skyrim. The good people of Skyrim. So, I get my bow out.
The good Nord people of Skyrim.
For the what?
The true Nords. The good true Nords of Skyrim.
Oh, okay, but fuck anyone else, right?
Pretty much.
Racist.
You guys are fucking power hungry. Come on.
We want you to join the rest of... The Empire controls Cyrodiil, man.
A failing empire.
It's not a failing empire. We've got
You lost the Great War, bro.
Oh? Oh, is it? Is that what's... Fuck you. So we get pumped. I'm getting pumped up, and we get swarmed by Stormcloaks. So, it's just a long battle. I'm just putting arrows into the Stormcloaks. Most of them are bitches, can't even take more than one. The generals take a few, but even then they take 3 or 4 arrows. So, I mean, really, it was a very pathetic showing for your Stormcloaks. Honestly, they were getting destroyed. It was very easy, and personally, I must have killed 15 of them at least by myself. And the big sad thing though is it ends, and we're all up at the top, and Balgruf is giving this speech, this epic speech, and all the bodies disappeared, so I couldn't even get any of the loot. So fucking A, I couldn't even steal your dirty Stormcloak helmets.
You know why? Because you bitch, they went to Sovngarde, and...
Their clothes went with them.
No, I think one of the Daedras looked down, or Aegis was like, you know what, fuck this guy, let's take all the dead bodies away.
That's alright, it's probably for the better, because what am I going to do with a bunch of leather and longbows and iron daggers?
Those were made with the blood, sweat, and tears of true Nords, bro.
Yeah, and that's why they're pretty much worthless to me.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh. So Balgruf gives this pretty cool speech about how we're going to stand up, and the Stormcloaks can't, bully us and just shit like that. It was this cool speech. And I get a new mission to report back to Tullius. For the day is won, and we have defended the place. They didn't even get inside the city. Let's just say that. They barely were able to get up to the door when the last one fell. So put that into perspective for you. So I go back up to Solitude, and just before I go in and I turn the thing in, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stop in at one of these places. So I stop in at this, I can't even remember what it's called, but it's like a high-end clothing shop run by these two high elf fucking snobbish bitches, talking about how if you have a wound, you would tell someone, right? If they had a wound. Well, think of your clothing as a wound. We're just letting you know that your clothing sucks. And I'm like, yeah, but this will keep me alive. Oh, if you need that, but if you want some fashion, why don't you come get some better gear? And I'm just like, yeah, you guys gotta die. So I killed them. I stole all their stuff. And then the guards just came in because I guess they can just know when you kill people, even if you kill them silently. So I'm like, all right, I don't want to fuck up my standing in Solitude, so I let the guards kill me, I reload, and then I go in, and instead of killing them, I just steal all their shit.
Nice.
So then I go and I do all my alchemy, and then I go in, and I go talk to Tullius. I don't give him the crown, I already did that. I tell him the good news, and I get promoted! Oh, shit. Now I'm hold on. I am where the fuck is this? Ranks. I am a quaestor, which is like a sergeant.
Yeah.
So, sweet! It gives me a new sword, which is like an elvish sword of fire or something. So I was like, that's a little bit weaker than my ebony blade, but it does 20 damage of fire, so I think I'm going to use that. And I get a new assignment to go take out some Stormcloaks in the Pale. And that is where I leave my tale off, because I did not go further than that.
Your fairy tale, if you will.
Fairy tale. Right.
Right. This fever dream of the Imperials having any kind of wins is quite amusing.
It's quite amusing. Everybody, I know the truth.
You think you know the truth, man. So, you've been hanging out with Shigora. Oh, no, what's his name? Shigorath a little too much.
No, actually, I haven't.
But yeah, so that was our, I don't know, third or fourth Skyrim episode now.
I think it's the third one.
Cool. And
a lot of back and forth. Christopher versus Justin,
or Jin versus
Valen.
Whatever your what's your character's name?
Valen.
Valen. Jin versus Valen.
Which is funny because he comes from Valenwood.
Oh, very original, bro.
I didn't know that. I just named him Valen, and it turns out that that's what the place is called.
Just like when you named, you named a character. You were telling me like you named a character.
It was in RuneScape, and it was Onigumo or something like that.
Onigumo.
And it turned out to be some character from like Inuyasha. Or something.
Inuyasha, yeah.
People would always be like, "Oh, Inuyasha, I love that show," and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, it's weird. I don't even know where I got that name, but there you go.
Maybe subconsciously you actually did see Inuyasha and you heard the name Onigumo.
Well, I've seen the show, but I've never like watched the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
Never cared.
So, thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you. Let's decide what do we want to do for the next episode. Where should we go? What should we do?
Well, we already started the Stormcloaks, and I guess I will go and...
well, we're going to take a break on the war for later.
Yeah, but no, I'm going to go and turn it in so that I get my promotion.
Yeah, I got my promotion.
But we could always do one of the guilds. We could start one of the guilds, but I think those are pretty straightforward. I don't think there's a lot of options with those.
No.
We could do one of the Daedras.
That'd be cool, doing one of the artifact quests.
We could actually continue doing the main quest, the
go to because we have to report to Ivarstead and climb the 7,000 steps.
Yeah, we could do that.
The Greybeards.
So that's kind of or we could just kind of wander.
I think we should do the Thieves Guild so that we can get access to a fence so I can sell all my stolen shit. Bitch.
All right, yeah, we'll do that. We'll start on the first of the many guilds in this game.
Yes.
Being the Thieves Guild, which makes sense because both of us are playing sneaking characters.
Thieves,
so.
yep.
Well, I always thought you were more of an assassin than a thief.
Well, I'm a bit of both.
Yeah. So yeah, man, we'll do that. And so like you're probably better at killing, and I'm better at pickpocketing. Probably.
Yeah, I don't do a whole lot of pickpocketing, but I'm getting there. I'm doing it.
Yeah, man.
And I've got a shit ton of alchemy and archery. Those are my two, most invested skills.
Exactly. And I'll probably start doing something similar. Like, if you're doing alchemy, I'll probably try enchantment.
Okay. I'm also doing a little bit of smithing, but that's just so I can make, elven armor, glass armor, whatever, and then dragon and ebony.
Yeah.
And,
Wait, ebony?
Yeah, or Daedra,
ebony
whatever.
Is light glass?
No, glass should be its own thing.
No, ebony is light glass?
No, ebony is later.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And dragon makes some light armors.
Well, do you have any closing statements before we sign up?
Not really, just long live the Empire.
Again, I hear that burning in my ears again.
Long live the Empire until I decide to kill them all.
God complex for a wood elf. Cool. So, if you liked, subscribe, comment, fucking comment.
Yes, do it.
And I guess we will see you next time.
Yes. Well,
okay.
No, we won't see you anywhere.
We will You'll
hear us, maybe, and we'll hope that you exist next time.
Yeah, we will be around for next time.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.